A well-deserved fall. Norrie's relief at Wimbledon win. Cameron Norrie says a well-deserved fall to the court signaled his relief at holding off a spirited fight back from Chilean qualifier Nicholas Jarry to reach the Wimbledon quarterfinals. British number 3 Norrie led by 2 sets and held a match point in the third set tiebreak before finally securing a 6-3, 7-6, 7-4, 6-7, 7-9, 6-7, 5-7, 6-3 win under the Court 1 roof. The victory kept alive British interest in the singles at the All England Club and set up a meeting with two-time defending champion Carlos Alcaraz. "I've never fallen to the floor in a match, and I think it was just how tough it was to get there," Norrie said. After missing his first opportunity, the 29-year-old left-hander regrouped admirably to seal his progress. Almost 2 hours later, at the second opportunity, the piercing roar which greeted victory indicated Norrie's delight at coming through a bruising battle where he needed all of his characteristic determination and endurance. Asked how he had come through a scrap lasting 4 hours and 27 minutes, Norrie said, "Honestly, I don't know. Nico did an unbelievable job of sticking with me. I had to keep fighting." After climbing back to his feet, Norrie received a few sharp words from his opponent, who had earlier been irritated by the Briton's prolonged ball bouncing between first and second serves. Jarry also tried to fire a forehand at Norrie when he came forward in the decider but hit the net. "I was a little bit vocal, that's my energy," Norrie said. "I told him you competed so well, it was a competitive match, and I loved it." Norrie's win came a couple of hours after fellow Briton Sonny Cardle, the final home player in the women's singles, was beaten on centre court. Norrie is ranked 61st in the world after struggling with a forearm injury last season, but is now one more victory away from replicating his run to the SW19 semifinals in 2022. To do that, he will have to achieve one of the most difficult feats in the sport, beating Alcaraz. Spain's Alcaraz, seeded second, extended his career-best winning streak to 21 matches by beating Russian 14th seed Andrei Rublev in their fourth-round match on Sunday. Better than 7/10, more vintage Norrie. Going into last month's French Open, Norrie said he had been playing some of his best tennis during the clay court swing and believed his level was similar to when he was a top 10 player in 2022. His comments came after he had dropped towards the bottom of the top 100, raising eyebrows at the time, but ultimately proving to be right. A memorable 5-set win over former world number 1 Daniil Medvedev set the tone, followed by victories against Argentine qualifier Federico Gomez and fellow Briton Jacob Fearnley before coming up short against Novak Djokovic in the last 16. At Roland Garros, he described his level as 7 out of 10, vintage Norrie, and the way in which he grinded past Jarry was another example, as he went one better here. Norrie served soundly throughout, staying clutch to save all 8 break points he faced, while coming out on top in the longer rallies was also key. "It was a bit higher than 7 out of 10, Norrie said. "I did a lot of things well. My first ball was probably the best thing I did after my serve. I didn't miss many and I kept it moving. The level was high from both." Norrie pounces at right times to blunt Jarry. Jarry has fallen down the rankings because of an ear condition which affects his balance and vision, but has reminded everyone of his talent over the past fortnight. After coming through 3 Wimbledon qualifying matches, he won another 3 in the main draw, starting with a stunning win from 2 sets down over 8th seed Holger Rune. Opportunities against the world number 143 serve are difficult to obtain. He hit 46 aces, and Norrie clinically took his chance in the first set to break for 5-3 before serving out. A tight second set offered even fewer chances to either man, but it was again Norrie who struck at a crucial time. Upping the aggression in his return of serve at the start of the tiebreak led to a mini-break that he never relinquished, with a pinpoint cross-court winner on set point proving bold and brilliant. The third and fourth sets were similarly balanced. With Jarry serving big and Norrie scrapping, it always felt likely they would be decided by tiebreaks. Norrie led 4-2 in both, but could not convert his advantage as Jarry roared back, but here he set wonderfully to eventually end his opponent's resistance after striking early in the decider. It sparked jubilant scenes in a partisan atmosphere on Court 1, where Norrie has now won 9 of his 10 career matches. It was a nice moment. It feels a little more deserved coming back from the injury and trying to push back into the top of the game, said Norrie, who will climb back into the top 50 next week.